Hello? We're gonna go over everything that the VJump has to offer today. Yes, this is gonna be a really long video. I did record this not that too long ago, but I didn't like how the previous way went, so we'll go all over. Also, I forgot there's a new duels pack, which will be showing in this video. Okay, we got DDD, Super Doom King, Purplish Armageddon, Level 10 Dark Fiend Fusion, Pendulum, Attack 3500, Defense 3000. Once per turn during your player's turn, during damage calculation, when a DDD fusion monster you control battles an opponent's monster, can that opponent's monster lose 1000 attack until the end of its turn. So, basically gives a boost to your DDD fusions. Monster effect. 2 DDD monsters. Can only use the first effect of itself once per turn. Guitar 1 attack possession monster your opponent controls. Destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. So, yeah. So basically, a worser Vulcasaurus. There's many ways to play around that effect. For example, summoning a monster in defense position. Before damage calculation, when an opponent's monster attacks or is attacked, can have that opponent's monster attack become its original attack until the end of the damage step. If this card is in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. Then we got All Eyes Wing Dragon, Level 8 Dark Dragon Synchro Pendulum, Attack 3000, Defense 2500. Those blue eye stats. Pendulum effect. Once per turn, before damage calculation, when an opponent's monster you control battles an opponent's monster, you can have that monster you control gain attack equal to that opponent's monster attack until the end of the damage step. Okay. Monster effect. Needs 1 Dark Tuner plus 1 non-tuner clearing monster. There's actually quite a few clearing monsters. Actually, no, it's not. There's the clearing Synchro Dragon, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, which is already level 8, and clearing Fast Dragon. But I'm sure you can't summon this using clearing Fast Dragon, because for whatever reason this has spaces, while clearing Fast Dragon, the clear wing, is all one word. Anyway, onto the effects. You can only use the 1 and second effect of itself once per turn. You can target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of this turn. During your player's battle phase, if this card was synchro summoned, you can destroy all level 5 or higher monsters your opponent controls. And basically the same thing as other action deck pendulum monsters. Then, this is not in the previous video. The next promos will be White Stingray. Oh! I remember seeing this guy. I think this is the main antagonist of the Arc V manga. I never read the Arc V manga, And in fact, if you notice one of my tabs, see there's a Doujin site and another Doujin site. We got the leaked growth rates of Shadows of Valencia, and we got this Yugioh 5D's manga. I might finish reading that today because the 5D's manga is really good. Anyway, the next promos are White Stingray and DDD Super Straight King Zero Maxwell. And a new Vija promo is announced, and it's called Link the Spice Ball. All we know it's light attribute, most likely cybers. And I think I can kinda tell what the link is. It looks like it's a link of 1. Not that interested, cause this is not a fire monster. The only cybers I ever will use would be Starground, Swordsman, or Ram. Just because he's a fire monster. Now to the collector's pack. And yes, Konami actually going to release all the other Time Lords. Awesome. You will see a Time Lord deck profile on this channel. No mistaken. As you can tell, I'm such a huge 5D's fan. Anyway, it's a level 10 when fairy type. Attack 0, defense 0. And I'm not gonna go over all these and the fourth effect because all of the other Time Lords share that. I'm only gonna read their unique effects. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attack or was attack, and if your LP is lower than 4,000, your LP becomes 400. I know, 4,000. That is a okay effect. Now, onto what is my favorite Time Lord. At the end of the battle phase, if this card was attack or is attack, shuffle all spell trap cards your opponent controls into a deck. Also, if she gets Black Ship, you get to draw 1 card. Or Kaiju. Didn't think about Kaijus. So, pretty neat effect. Then we got Charon. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, shuffle 1 card your opponent controls into the deck and inflict 500 damage. Your opponent can response to this effect activation, which is pretty good. Then we got Giant Rex. Fun fact, did you know that this thing never had a full effect? I doubt this is what the anime's Giant Rex effect will be, but it'll be interesting if you think about that. This is Giant Rex, level 4 Earth Dinosaur, attack 2000, defense 1200. You can only use the second effect of itself once per turn. Can attack directly. As expected for a monster of 2000. Attack. If this card is banished, you can sponsor this card. But it gains 200 attack for each of your current banished dinosaur types. Yeah, dinosaurs are now instead of being hewed down, they're all evolving around being heavier dinosaurs banished, which is a neat concept, but I'm not really that interested in dinosaurs to begin with. We got space-time Tridians, normal spelled. Banish 2 or more dinosaur-type monsters from your graveyard. Sponsor 1 dinosaur-type monster with the same level as monsters you banish from your hand or graveyard, but it can attack during this turn. Then we got Ultimate Evolution Pelt. Normal spell, can only activate once per turn. Banish 1 dinosaur type and 1 non-dinosaur type monster from your hand and or graveyard. Sponsor 1 level 7 or higher dinosaur type monster from your deck and only in summoning conditions. None of the dinosaur support interests me. Diabelius is a rank 7 Dark Psychic. This thing does not look like a psychic type. And ironically enough, this card looks like to be cybers rather than psychic. And in fact, out of all the already existing cybers type monster, this is the only one that actually would fit in that type. Like seriously, why? This should have been what the cybers type monster should have looked like. See Oram and Deco Tucker? Well, actually, Firewall Dragon, maybe, but not for the West. Especially Swordsman or Ram. Seriously, that card does not look like a fucking cybers. Anyway, oh, and before you go, but Chosen is a cybers. No, it's not. Chosen is a fucking psychic type. For Christ's sakes. A fucking psychic type. Anyway, now to the fact. Oh yeah, has 2800 attack, 200 defense, and generic rank 7. 2 level 7 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 extreme material from this card, locate your opponent's extra deck, and banish 1 card from there face down. At the end of the battle phase, in this card, destroy your opponent's monster by battle, you can turn 1 card in your opponent's graveyard banish and face down. If an opponent's card is banished face down, activate this effect. Banish cards from the top of your opponent's deck face down equal to the number of their currently banished cards that are face down. Oh yeah, at the end of the battle phase, if this card destroys the opponent's monster by battle, you turn 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. So, pretty neat effect. This will definitely be my new staple rank 7, cause banishing cards is really good. Especially if they're face down, cause no other card except for Necrophase will ever get back those banished cards. So that's really good. Then we got number 68, Fiendish Sky Poison said Ferod. Rank 8, Dark, Walk, Type, Attack 2100, Defense 2700. 2 level 8 monsters, so generic rank 8. This card gains 1 attack and defense for each monster in your opponent's graveyards. Once per turn, get detached relic material for this card. This card can be destroyed by battle, or no, this card can be destroyed by card effects. Also, the player can spell itself from the graveyards, which that effect applied during either player's turn. They will be busted. Now to number 71, Liberian Shark, rank 3, Water, Dragon, attack 0, defense 2000, leads 2 level 3 monsters. Once per turn, turn 1 number monster in your graveyard, except Liberian Shark, spell 7. And if you do, attach all exceed materials on this card to that 7 monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can take 1 Wanka Magic spell card from your deck and place it at the top of your deck. Basically, you can get the effect of Wanka Magic the 7th one a lot more easier. Also, you can top deck any Wanka Magic, not just Wanka Magic the 7th one. So you can top deck a Barbarians 4s or a Quick Chaos. But my main problem is this is a rank 3. If this thing was a rank 4, it would have been really good. Then we got White Array, level 2, Water, Fish, attack 600, defense 200. During the turn, this card is normal summon and can attack your opponent directly. So basically, you normal summon it, have a freeze, take that 600 damage. I'm a slower hunting hound, anyway. If this card is special from the graveyard, you can treat it as a tutor monster till the end of this turn. So basically, call the hunt to this. It's now a tutor and have another level 4 water monster synchro to level 6. I might build a water synchro deck, a non-archetype water synchro deck that uses this card. Not only can actually run actual tuners, but I can also run this, which can become a tuner. Then this is White Aura Dolphin, level 6, Water, Fish, Synchro, attack 2400, defense 1000. 1 tuner plus 1 more non-tuner monsters. Once per turn, control 1 face-up monster and opponent controls. That monster's current attack becomes half its original attack until the end of this turn. Neat. If this card destroys the opponent's monster, if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, banish one monster from your graveyard, except this card, sponsor this card, but she is a tuner. Then we got White Aura Whale, level 8, Water, Fish, attack 2800, defense 2000. Needs 1 water tuner plus 1 more non-tuner water monsters. With this card is synchro summon, you can destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. This card can make up to 2 attacks on each monster your opponent controls during each battle phase. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict preceding battle damage to your opponent. And basically the same thing as Aura Dolphin. Now to some anime news. Probably the highlight if you want to watch Vrains, like I do. Like, I'm really looking forward for Vrains. And it's coming out May 10th. Then we got 2 characters. This is the antagonist, or at least one of the members of the antagonist, and confirmed his boss monster is Cracking Dragon. Now why Yugioh organization turned to Googled, and we got the leader and most likely the antagonist of at least the first season of Vrains. Highly doubt he will ever become an actual antagonist of the whole Vrains anime, but only just the first season. Then his boss monster is confirmed to be... Oh wait, does he have a name? Oh no, he has a code name, named Revolver. Then, and indeed, Revolver's ace card would be Tomologic Bomber Dragon. And also ignoring Starguild Warrior Nagitsuru. He totally will not use Starguilds. Not to the new Duels pack. This is Red Eyes Slash Dragon, a new Red Eyes card. And yes, this is technically a Duels pack Joey, cause we got Joey Wheeler on the cover, or should I say on the pack. This is Red Eyes Slash Dragon. It's a level 7 Dark Dragon Fusion. Attack 2800, defense 2400. Fusion materials: 1 Red Eyes B Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon, and 1 Warrior type monster. Here's what it does. When a Red Eyes monster declares an attack, you turn 1 Warrior type monster in your graveyard, equip it to this card. The equipped monster gains 200 attack. During your player's battle phase, when a card that targets a card you control is activated, you can send 1 equipped card you control to the graveyard to get the activation. If you do, destroy it. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, spell set for your graveyard as many monsters that were equipped to this card as possible. Not sure if Red Eyes will have a room to put in some warriors, but that's actually a pretty decent effect. Then this is Red Eyes Baby Dragon, level 3 Dark Dragon, attack 1200, defense 700. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can sponsor 1 level 7 lower Red Eyes monster for your deck, and if you do, you equip this card as an equipped card for your graveyard. That monster with this effects: it gains 300 attack. If this card that was equipped to a monster is sent to the graveyard, you add 1 level 1 dragon type monster for your deck to your or graveyard to your hand. Basically, you can search out Metal Dragon. This is Red Eyes Metal Knight Gilfried. It's level 4 Dark Warrior, attack 1800, defense 1600. Once per turn, if this card is equipped by an equipped card, you can destroy that equipped card. Then, destroy 1 spell trap card your opponent controls. Once per turn, you send 1 equipped card you control that is equipped to this card to the graveyard. Then, target 1 level 7 lower Red Eyes monster for your graveyard, Spiral Summon it. Then this is Red Eyes Fang with Chain. Normal trap. Turn 1 Red Eyes monster you control. Equip this card to that target. It can attack. I can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. You can send this equipped card you control to the graveyard. The turn 1 effect monster on the field. Equip it to this card. And now equip it to the monster this card was equipped to. While equipped with this effect, the monster's attack and defense become the same as the monster equipped to it. Neat. And this is Amazoness Princess. It's a level 3 Earth Warrior. Attack 1200, defense 900. Can only use the second effect of itself once per turn. This card's name becomes Amazoness Queen while on the field and in the graveyard. You know what that means? You don't have to want the shitty Amazoness Queen to fusion summon into Amazoness Priestess. Oh wait, not Priestess. What's the Amazoness fusion called? Oh, Amazoness Empress. There we go. Because this card's name becomes Amazoness Queen while on the field. And you can bring it back by Empress effect because it counts as Amazoness Queen in the graveyard. Yay! With this card's normal summon, you can add 1 Amazoness spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. That means you can search out your field spell, Amazoness Village, or if you beat that guy, you can search Amazoness Spellcaster, which is pretty neat. When this card declares an attack, you send 1 other card you control or have in your hand to the graveyard. Spell summon 1 Amazoness monster from your deck except herself. That's actually pretty good if you're running Solidarity, because let's say you have a Amazoness in your hand, then if this card attacks, you get to summon another Amazoness, and if you conveniently activate Solidarity that turn, this card becomes 2000. This card is really, really good. Then we got Amazoness Pet Baby Tiger, level 2 Earth Beast, attack 500, defense 500. Can only use the second effect once per turn. This card becomes Amazoness Tiger while on the field or in the graveyard. That means our guy had the Arc V Amazoness fusion that I know one of the Tyler sisters use, but I can't remember their names. But I know one of them uses Empress and the other uses Liger. Second effect. If an Amazoness monster is normal or special summon, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, special summon it. This card gains 1 attack for each Amazoness card in your graveyard. Neat. And this is Amazoness Call. Quick play spelled. You can take 1 Amazoness card, except itself, either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Neat. You can banish this card from your graveyard to target 1 Amazoness monster you control during this turn. Other monsters you control can attack. That target can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. And this is Amazoness Ambush, continuous trap card, and I like how Scouts is in the artwork in this. That's Amazoness Scouts. was perturbed during ear player's battle phase. You can spot summon one Amazoness monster from your hand, but it gains 500 attack until the end of this turn. After damage calculation, when an Amazoness monster you control battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that opponent's monster. Neat, get rid of monsters. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one Amazoness monster in your graveyard, spider summon it. Then we got Stronghold Whale. Level 7, water, fish. Attack 2300, defense, 2350, defense 2150. Can only use the first effect of itself once per turn. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, contribute 2 water monsters, spot on this card. That's actually pretty neat. If this card is special summoned, target can set 1 Sea Stealth attack directly from your deck to your field. Once per turn during your player's turn, when a card or effect that targets exactly 1 water monster you control and no water monsters is activated, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. Now, I was wondering where the hell is Legendary Fisherman 2, because if you remember, there is a card called Legendary Fisherman 3 that came out way before this card ever existed. And here it is. This is the Legendary Fisherman 2. Level 5, Water, Warrior, Attack 2200, Defense 1800. This card's name becomes Legendary Fisherman while on the field or in the graveyard. While Umi is on the field, this card is unaffected by other monster effects. If this face-up card leaves the field by a opponent's card effect, or if it's destroyed by battle, you add 1 level 7 water monster for your deck. This is Rage of the Ryukenshin. Or the Ryushin. Quick play spell. You can only activate it once per turn. If Umi is on the field, target a number of cards your opponent controls up to the number of water monsters you control, whose original level is 5 or higher, destroy as many of them as possible. And if you do, those monster zones can't be used until the end of this turn. And this is Sea Stealth attack. Continuous trap card. If Umi is face up, this card gains these effects. Effect number 1. Once per turn, you can banish one water monster you control until the end phase. During this turn, face up spell trap cards you control can be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. At the start of the damage step, if a water monster you control, whose original level is 5 or 6 or higher, battles an opponent's monster, destroy that opponent's monster. Then, this is actually really good Umi support. I'm more looking forward to the new Amazonas because they look more interesting. Now today's structure deck. Structure deck Cyber's Link. This is Trigate Wizard. Level 3 Earth Cybers. Attack 2200 and needs 2 non-token monsters. Here's what it does. This card gains these effects depending on the number of monsters and mutual link with it. 1 or more. If a monster in a mutual link with this card battles an opponent's monster, the battle damage it inflicts to your opponent is doubled instead. 2 or more. Once per turn, you can target 1 card on the field Bash it. 3 or more. Once per turn, their ear player's turn when a card or effect is activated, get the activation. If you do, bash it. This is Binal Sorceress. It's the Earth Cybers. Attack 1600. Needs 2 non-token monsters. Okay. Gains effect depending on what linked monsters is linked to this card. 1 or more. When a monster in a mutual link with this inflicts spell damage to your opponent, activate this effect. Gain LP equal to that amount. Once per 2. Once per turn during your player's turn, turn 2 face-up monsters you control till the end of his turn. Have the attack of one of them, have the other gain attack equal to that amount. This is Dual Also Bloom. Level 8 Dark Cybers. Attack 2800, defense 1000. You can only use the first effect of itself once per turn. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can banish 2 Cybers type monsters from your hand and or face up from your field. Sponsor this card, but its attack is halved. Once per turn, you banish 1 card from your hand. Banish one monster on the field whose attack is lower than equal to this attack. This is Claudia, level 4 Dark Cybers. Attack 1800, defense 0. With this card's normal summon, turn 1 Cybers type monster, except itself, add it to your hand. If this card is a sharp about or card effect, expulsion 1 level 4 or lower Cybers type monster from your deck, except Claudia. Then this is Balancer Lord, level 4 Light Cybers. Attack 1700, defense 200. You can only use the second effect of itself once per turn. Once per turn, you can pay 1000 LP during your main phase. This turn, you can normal summon 1 Cybers type monster in addition to your normal summon/set. You only gain this effect once per turn. If this card is banished, summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your hand. What the hell is this? It's Legos! Or should I say computer. This is Dot Scraper. Dot Scrapper. Level 1 Earth Cybers. Attack 0, defense 2100. You can only use this effect once per turn, and only each of these effects can be used once per duel. If this card is sent to the graveyard, spot summon it. If this card is banished, spot summon it. Like I said, none of these Cybers interest me. Like, they need to have a fire monster to get me at least interested. But all in all, I'm looking forward for the new Amazon support and the new and of course Time Lords. You will see both Amazonas and Time Lords in this channel. I'll see you guys later.